See, how was the faithful city become as a harlot? It was full of judgment, righteousness lies in it. But now murderers in our land. See, how it's become as a harlot. People just making merchandise of our land. Thy silvers become dross, thy wine mixed with water. Broken down, man, stolen, they stole everything. When we fell in 70 AD, they got everything. The wine that we drinking now, it's nothing. Nothing compared to what we're going to drink with the Mashiach Yahushua and the Most High in His kingdom. Mashiach Yahushua told us. He drank wine. I mean, that's the first miracle we done. Say the wine is watered down. I mean, it's weak. It's real weak. That's what he said in Matthew 26 and 29. Once he had drank the wine that represented his blood and the bread that represented his flesh, his body, that's what he said. But I say unto you, I will not drink henceforth of this fruit of the vine until that day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom. See? So people that say you can't drink, here he is. He was drunk, he drank wine. And hopefully we overcome. That's what he told us in Revelation 3 and 20. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come into him and will sup with him and he with me. See? When we sit down at that table, all the food he's going to bring forth and the spiritual food, and like he said, he's going to drink wine again. To him that overcometh, we got to overcome the wiles of the devil. Will I grant to sit with me in my throne, even as I overcame, I also overcame, and am set down with my Father in his throne. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit said unto the church. Has been talking to you all night. Hopefully some of you have ears to hear. Some don't. Some do. Look at for the Isaiah 65 and 2. Isaiah 65 and 2. I have spread out my hands all the day unto a rebellious people, which walketh in a way that was not good, after their own thoughts. That's not good. After their own thoughts, he said. A rebellious people. Because they want to do it just the way they want to do it. That's what the Most High said in Proverbs 3 and 5. He said, trust in the Most High with all thine heart, with all your mind, and lean not unto thine own understanding. Ecclesiasticus 3:24 in the Apocrypha. You're supposed to be leaning on your own understanding. You're supposed to trust in the Most High. How you trust in Him? By knowing this word. Study it to show yourself approval to the Most High. But you got to think about what's right according to the word. Ecclesiasticus 3:24. That's why he said, trust in the Most High with all thine heart in Proverbs 3:5, and lean not unto thine own understanding. This is why. Ecclesiastes 3:24. For many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and an evil suspicion hath overthrown their judgment. So you let evil come in and overthrow your judgment. Can't do this, people. You gotta come out of this mindset, because he has something very pertinent for us that's beyond anything that we can imagine. We can't imagine, streets paved in gold. When you look out there, you see the asphalt all toe open. In New York, they have big holes in the street where they got to put trash cans in it, so a car will see, hey, wait a minute, go around here. When you go in there, your car will be jacked up. Might not be able to get it out. Might need a tow truck to get it out of the hole. I mean, when they never gonna fix these holes. Them holes been there for years and years. Jeremiah, the 2nd chapter, verse 5. Thus said the Most High, what iniquity have your fathers found in me, that they are gone far from me, and have walked after vanity, where evil spirits are overthrown their judgment, and are become vain? You see? What he say, thus said the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. What iniquity have your fathers found in me, he's saying. What wickedness you found in the Most High? That they are gone far from me, they left from being around him, and have walked after vanity, and are become vain? Neither said they, where is the Most High that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, that led us through the wilderness, to a land of deserts and of pits, to a land of drought and of the shadow of death, to a land that no man passes through, and where no man dwelleth. And I brought you into a plentiful country, to eat the fruit thereof and the goodness thereof. But when ye entered, ye defiled my land, and made my inheritance an abomination. That's why he kicked you out the land. Because of following the way of the heathen, and not only that, surpassing the way of the heathen. That's what's so sad. Not only follow the way of the heathen, but taught the wicked ones our ways. Oh yeah. We have nothing to be bragging about. That's why he calls us rebellious. And here we are just coming back, and people are just coming back and not realizing where you came from. Better recognize where you came from, because you know where you came from. Because he ain't calling the noble and the so-called overly righteous, because them people, most of them is in the church. In the church, you know what I mean? Hey, the ones that's over righteous and all that, they may be in the church. He's not calling them. He's calling us out of the world. That's why we're such a spectacle to people. Trying to figure this out. How is this? How do you know this? Where do you get this information from? Only the Most High. Only from the Most High. Let's see. Go to the book of Baruch. And we must look at verse 6. So you were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath, being rebellious. You was delivered unto the enemies, not to your friends, but to your enemies. For you provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils, and not to the Most High. We got to deal with that real quick, because go to 1 Corinthians 10 and 20. This is what our people are still doing. So you sacrificing the devils and not to the Most High. 1 Corinthians 10 and 20. It says, but I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, and you know a lot of you Israelites have been taught that you're Gentiles or worship, they sacrifice the devils, see? This devil, they sacrifice the devils. A whole lot of devils, a Borgia family right here. And not to the Most High. And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils. With devils. See? You could not drink the cup of the Most High and the cup of devils. You could not be partakers of the Most High's table and of the table of devils. Devils. And that's what our people are doing now. Our people they're the most hateful against us when I put this in their face and say, this is not Mashiach Yahushua. This is not the anointed Savior that the world is talking about. And the Bible's talking about, you know? The world of Israel speaking of me. So now when we go back to Baruch 4 And 7, say, for you provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils, and not to the Most High. That's what we have done unto this day. Ye have forgotten the everlasting power. That's why he called you rebellious. That brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. For when she saw the wrath of the Most High coming upon you, and she said, hearken, listen, O ye that dwell about Zion. The Most High have brought upon me great mourning. The land is mourning. See, the Most High have brought upon the land great mourning. For I saw the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting brought upon them, because we didn't follow him. We didn't want to follow what he said. With joy did I nourish them, but sent them away with weeping and mourning. Let no man rejoice over me, a widow and forsaken of many, who for the sins of my children am left desolate, because they departed from the law of the Most High. See? That's why this happened to us, because we departed from the law of the Most High. Go back to Jeremiah, the 2nd chapter. Look at verse 11. Say, have the nation changed their gods, their idols, which are yet no gods? But my people have changed their glory for that which does not profit. See, we change our glory to that which has no profit, because when you deal with idolatry, that's the Most High dealing with that. That's why he brought us into captivity after captivity after captivity after captivity. We cried to him, and he brought a Savior to us. But now Israel is so dumbed down, they don't realize that we are still in captivity. A lot of you satisfied with the life you live in. You might die with that life you live in. This might be your only consolation. See, but my people have changed their glory for that which does not profit. Say, be ashamed, O ye heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid. Be ye very desolate, said the Most High. For my people have committed 2 evils. He says, his people committed 2 evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water, can't hold nothing. That's like putting water in a broken vessel. And you're looking to get something out of it. You don't get anything out of it because it's broken. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? You a slave? Just born to be a slave? Why is he spoiled? Why are we robbed? The young lions roar upon him and yelled, and they made his land waste. His cities are burned without inhabitant. Verse 17. Hast thou not procured this unto thyself, in that thou hast forsaken the Most High thy power, when he led thee by the way? See, think about it. We had the Most High. All the nations knew about Israel. They knew about us. They knew about our power because of all the things that the Most High did in the Egyptian captivity. Those plagues. He said he's going to make him a name, just like he's going to do in the nations that we are scattered among now. He's going to make him a name. Him a name. When he bring all of Mashiach Yahushai's enemies under his footstool. He's going to put them all under his footstool. And every nation going to know. That's why they're going to be cleaving to us, because they're going to be afraid of it. There ain't going to be no army, going to be no navy, ain't no more Marines, no more militaries. Because Mashiach Yahushai is going to do away with that, all of that, when he comes to make war and bring the judgments upon this earth. Look at verse 31. Jeremiah 2:31. O generation see ye the word of the Most High. Have I been a wilderness unto Israel, a land of darkness? Wherefore say my people, where are our lords? We will come no more unto thee. Can a maid forget her ornaments, or a bride her attire, her beautiful wedding dress? Yet my people have forgotten me, days without number, he said. We forgot the Most High, he said, days without number. That's why a lot of people don't even know him. So you better learn of him. Jeremiah 18 and 13. Therefore, thus said the Most High, ask ye now among the heathen, where you scattered, Israel, who have heard such things. The virgins of Israel have done a very horrible thing. Horrible thing we've done. So will a man leave the snow of Lebanon? Will a man leave the snow of Lebanon, which cometh from the rock of the field? Or shall the cold flowing waters that came from another place be forsaken? Can't be, because it's going to be there. Because my people have forgotten me. They have burned incense to vanity, and they have caused them to stumble in their ways from the ancient paths. See? And you think about it, where we at now in the Old Testament. What did Mashiach have to go by? What did Peter have to go by? What did Mark, Luke, and John, and Paul, all of them have to go by? The Old Testament. Period. But see, here we are as a people caught up in all these dang on religions and not really knowing, thus say the Most High. He sent the prophets out to we, the children of Israel, to instruct us. You have to deal with this. Because that's all Mashiach Yahushua had. When he opened up the book, went into the church, and went into opened up the book of Isaiah, the 61st chapter, read it, said, now this is fulfilled. So because my people, verse 15, have forsaken me, they have burned incense to vanity, and they have caused them to stumble in their ways from the ancient paths, to walk in paths in a way not cast up, to make their land desolate, in a perpetual hissing. Everyone that passes thereby shall be astonished and wag his head. See? You gotta look at the land of Israel. The true land of Israel is desolate, as he's saying right now. Not where they perpetrating, this is where it was, the city of David. It's not there. He said, I will scatter them as with an east wind before the enemy. I will show them the back. He said, I'm going to show them my back. I'm going to turn my back on Israel. And not the face in the day of their calamity. Whew. And see, you understand this. When the Most High bring about the calamity, say he's going to turn his back on us, that's the only hope that we have, people. He our only hope. That's why he said in Hosea 5 and 15. I will go and return to my place. till they acknowledge their offense, and we acknowledge that we have broken the laws of the Most High. We have broken the covenant that we had with the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I mean, think about it. No one else has the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob but we, the 12 tribes of Israel, and we still want to look to some other idol or something else that these other nations that's dealing with idolatry, you want to deal with that. And not come back to him. So he said, I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense, how we have offended the Most High. Listen, and seek my face. Why? Because he turned his back on us, as we just read. Say, you're going to have to seek my face. You got to acknowledge how you have sinned against me. Repent, ask for forgiveness sincerely, and come back to the Most High. Say, in their affliction, listen, in your affliction, they will seek me early. Say, he's going to afflict you until you seek him early. You're going to have to cry to the Most High. He's going to make sure you do. All you hardcore thinking that you all that. See, these heathen know. They know. They know what's going on. They know that the Most High